Well, hello, everybody out there in Grommet Live Land. It is Marcy McKenna, your host for today's show. We have a very special edition. I love doing these special edition shows. This one is actually very near and dear to my heart and very timely for me. And I'm guessing potentially timing for many of you, including our producer, Jen. Jen is actually producing from Austin, Texas right now. She's helping her daughter move in, who's at college in Austin, but this is not going to be her freshman year, but she's moving into a new apartment, I think. Jen, is that right? She can let me know in the chat. I think it's an apartment that she's moving into. So anyway, she is right in the midst of all of this right now. Today's show is called The Ultimate College Dorm Essentials Checklist. And I hesitated to call it that because that makes it sound like these are very simple innovations and just kind of those basic things that you need when you are going to college, or if you have a child that's getting ready to go to college, which I do. My daughter, Courtney Rose McKenna, is getting ready to head off to Athens, Georgia to become a Georgia dog. So we are well, some people are very excited about this. Her mom is a little bit in mourning. Very bittersweet for me because she is my little BFF and I'm going to miss her so much. Oh God, it's almost going to make me cry right now. Anyway, so this is fun because I got to pick some of these products with Courtney and I talked to her about which ones she really would authentically use and how she would use them and which ones she would not so much use. And we left a couple out that she talked me out of as well. But the ones that I'm going to show you are not those simple sort of checklist items. These are more outside the box, very clever innovations that are going to make either you, if you're someone getting ready to go to college, or your child, it's going to make their year less stressful, more organized, and a little bit more fun because of it. So I think many of these products are not just for college. As I'm going through them and learning all about them, I'm realizing these are for all of us. We can all use these. So that makes it even better. And I'm seeing already inside the chat, we have many of our makers here, which is super fun. We have lots of products today, guys. We have 8 products today, which is a tall order because I have a very special surprise for all of you that actually just came together today. So I did post about it a little bit, but that is that I have a special guest joining me near the end of the show. This is a female innovator, a fellow female innovator of mine. She's a member of the Women Inventors Club. Her name is Leanna Gant, and she has a phenomenal product that I didn't originally include in the show because I didn't think of it as a college product originally. And as I'm putting the list together, I was realizing how I'm absolutely sending her product with my daughter to school. And no doubt all of her friends will end up wanting it as well. It is just an absolute college essential, and you're going to find out why at the end. So definitely stay tuned for that because she is such a treat. I adore her, not only because she's a brilliant inventor, but because she has a heart of gold and is just such a wonderful human being. So you guys are all going to love her if you don't know her already. I'm seeing Sherry on here, and I know she knows her well from the Women Inventors Club. So hello to all of you that are tuning in. I know there'll be a lot more that are going to want to support Liana, but not just support Liana, support all of the makers and inventors that we are featuring here tonight on Grommet Live. And I want to actually take a second to talk about that because the reason why Greg, my co-host, who's not here with us tonight, but he's going to be back next week for our usual show. The reason we started doing this was because we thought we wanted to find a way to amplify the stories of these makers and inventors bigger than they already are. We know how competitive the e-commerce space is, and we know how easy it is for you and your product to get lost amongst all that noise. And so through live shopping, through Grommet Live, we have a way to push these products and these stories out to the world. And one of the ways that it happens really, really fast is if you guys all get going inside the chat. The more action and activity we have in the chat, the more the higher ups at all the social media channels that we're on, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, everywhere, they start saying, oh, there's something interesting going on there at Grommet Live, and we are going to push it out to more and more people. So I just want to encourage all you guys to, I've got all these something's popping up. Okay, now they're gone. Much better. I want to encourage you guys, if you see something you like, give it a thumbs up in the chat. Tell them, because the makers, most of them are going to be here tonight with you all. So let them know, because not only does that feel amazing to them, but again, it signals to the social media gods that there's something exciting going on Grommet Live. And by the end of the show, we end up having thousands and thousands of views, which is always super exciting. So I'm going to put that on you guys a little bit. I see Stacy is here. Hello, Stacy. I think this is her first time joining us. And Stacy is a lover of live shopping like me. So I'm super excited that she's here tonight. We've got Pinch Me Therapy Dough on, one of my very favorite products. Could not do this show without them. We've got Melissa on from Outer Space. This is another one that at first I didn't think of it for this show, but oh my God, it's a brilliant college product. I cannot wait to show you that one. So many good ones. I can't wait to get into it. I just want to hit on a couple housekeeping items before we get going, and then we are going to dive right in because I'm also super excited to spend some time with our guest at the end of the show. If you've never been here before, I know Stacy is one of those people who has not. Every show we do 2 live giveaways, and that is one of my favorite things about the show. I love giving away products that I'm featuring. I handpick these products, so I already love them, but throughout the show, in fact, about midway through the show, I'm going to be giving away one of my favorites of the show, and then at the very end, I'm going to be giving away another one. So if you have not already entered to win, you're going to use that QR code that you're seeing right there. So you just get your phone out, take a quick pic of that, and enter very quickly there. And because you are joining us live, you have a chance to double your chances of winning. And all you have to do is write inside that chat, just say something like giveaway. And again, our producer Jen is keeping tabs. And if you say giveaway or you say, I want to win whatever product it is, then you are going to double your chances of winning. And I think last show we had someone that was not in the chat, but most of the time lately, it's been people in the chat. So definitely take a second to say hello, let us know where you're tuning in from, and then let us know if you want to win the giveaway. And there's no purchase necessary to win. It's just something fun that our makers love to do and that I love to do as well. And what else? I'm going to show you guys how the whole QR code thing works when we get into our first product. So I think we, without any further ado, are going to go ahead and get started because I'm looking around and there's so many great ones. I can't wait to show you. So let's start with a product that I have featured before. I actually featured this product on a travel show that I did. And it was so fitting because on that travel show, I was traveling. And it so happened that this product came in very handy for me. This is a product that I traditionally give to when my son graduated from high school. I gave a similar product to this. I didn't know about this exact one at the time, but I gave it to all of his female friends who were going off to college. And I did the same, or I'm doing the same for all of my daughter's friends that are heading off to college in all of their different locations. This to me is an absolute essential for every female, but really for everybody in general. Sadly, in this day and age, I do think we all need to have pepper spray. And the one I'm going to show you this is called Plegium pepper spray. And let me just tell you, this is not your ordinary pepper spray by any means. This is pepper spray on steroids. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. You're seeing it right there. And there is that QR code. And on Grommet, when you see a product you like, if you've not been here before, I just want to quickly explain what you're going to do is upvote it. And what does that mean? Basically, it means you're kind of giving a thumbs up to the maker and saying, I love that product. But in doing that, you're also being rewarded with a 20% discount. So the prices that you're going to see tonight right there on the screen, those are with that 20% discount. You can see the full price is crossed out there. So even if you're not planning to purchase tonight, you still want to upvote because you'll get that 20% and it will stay in a file for you and you can use it a year from now if you want. Access it when you're ready to buy, but you don't want to miss out on that. And it's such a great way to help our makers, kind of rise through the ranks with their votes. And all of you who are on here tonight, you know how important that is. So I know you guys all really, really appreciate it. So please don't be stingy with your upvoting tonight. Again, you're not at all purchasing something by doing that unless you want to later, you can. But back to the pepper spray that you're seeing right there. As I mentioned, this is pepper spray on steroids. And when I think of my own daughter getting ready to go to Athens, Georgia, where I think we all know, saw in the news, the sad tragedy that happened to a student earlier this year, and scared me to death. And of course, as a mom, we think of all the bad things that can happen. So arming her with pepper spray like Pledgium is just a must and is just such a no-brainer. You're seeing black here. It comes in different colors, which I'll show you shortly. But when I say it's pepper spray on steroids, this is basically a 5-in-1. So it does 5 different things at once. It is, first of all, the strongest pepper spray, the strongest formulation that you are legally allowed to use. And it has a 10-foot distance. So it really does have a very accurate 10-foot distance. You can use it up to 10 times before it would be empty. And one thing that I think is kind of cool, this company, what they do, they're actually out of Sweden. So that's where it was created. It's now available in 20 different countries around the world. And you'll see why it's just become all the rage. It's called Smart Pepper Spray. But in addition to just being your typical pepper spray and to being ultra, ultra strong, the spray that comes out actually is UV with red dye. So what that's going to do is basically put a mark on the assailant. And so it's going to make them very easy to find if they should get caught, if it should come to that. The other thing that it's going to do when you spray is, of course, it's going to be incredibly painful, and it's going to render them helpless. They are not going to be able to fight or anything. It doesn't hurt them long term, but in that moment, for that time, it is going to render that they're going to be on the ground and not able to fight in any way, shape, or form. The other thing it does is it sounds the most screeching alarm. I thought about playing it today, but I'm going to not torture you guys, because it really is. I played it in the car, actually. Oh my gosh, it is crazy loud. So it's going to be, it's going to sound the alarm. A strobe light is going to go off. And so what that does is, number one, it's going to distract him and or her, freak them out. And it's also going to kind of light the space for you, so it's not so dark if you were to be in a dark area. And then the other thing it's going to do is that kind of serves as a beacon light if the police are trying to find you. So there's kind of multi-purpose there. But what makes this extra cool, and the reason that you are seeing the cell phone there in the picture, is that this is an app-enabled pepper spray. So what does that mean? First of all, it comes with the app. The price that you're seeing, that $28, is crazy good. I cannot believe it is that low. This is such a no-brainer. Guys, pick one up, pick multiples up. It's so great because, first of all, it's got a 4-year shelf life. So this is going to give you peace of mind for 4 years. And so basically what you're paying less than $10 a year for this, you're getting that app. And what does that app do? If you were to press the button and engage the pepper spray, it's going to alert 2 personal contacts of yours. So when you sign up, you will attach 2 personal contacts to that. So they will be alerted. It's also going to alert the authorities. And what that's going to do is not only let them know that you're in trouble, but it's GPS enabled. So it's live tracking. So they will be able to find you very, very quickly. So as a mom, all of that is just so reassuring. And does it seem a little over the top? Yeah, I guess it does on some level. It seems like a lot going on. But when you're in that emergency situation, to know that you're covered from all angles with something as strong as this is really, really nice. And it does come with the app, as I mentioned, but you can also upgrade that app to a higher level. And if you're upgrading it, I believe it is $7.95 per month. And that is, let's see. I'm getting a message from our producer that something is going on in the chat and she's trying to fix it. So stay tuned for that, but I'm going to keep going. So you can upgrade this $7.95, and that basically gives you 24/7 premium care from the authorities. I can't remember all the details of exactly what that gives you, but the reason I don't remember them is because I felt so confident in just the free app that I didn't feel a need to upgrade to that. So, comes with that, which is great. A question that I often get about this, because I am someone who travels so much, is can you travel with this? And as I mentioned, the last time I featured this, I was traveling. My GPS on my phone, I was trying to get to a restaurant, and it's always trying to take you the fastest route. it took me down a dark alley. And I thankfully had this with me, and just having this in my hand was so reassuring. Nothing bad happened, but we all know that it certainly can. And so when you're traveling alone, having this is golden. And the question I get is, can you travel with it on an airplane? And yes, you can. You cannot check it. You cannot put this through TSA security, but you can pack it and check it in your checked bag. So that's how you do that. And I could say that about America. I don't know the rules globally, but I believe that in the 20 countries that they do have access to, it's a similar situation. So this, you guys, is phenomenal. The company is incredible. I don't know, because they are in Sweden, whether they're inside the chat. Last time we had Carson and Alex, and they were fabulous and answered lots of questions. One other thing I want to mention is, we're talking about sort of the bad guy that, might attack you in a parking garage or something like that. But on the last time that I featured it, a lot of people started talking about animals. And I thought, wow, brilliant. Because how many of you go on walks at night with your dog, or maybe you go on hikes with your girlfriends, or whatever it is, and there are rattlesnakes, or who knows what kind of coyotes, lots of coyotes where we live, and snakes this time of year. So to be able to have this, and it will not hurt them again long term, but it will definitely stop them in their tracks, and they won't be able to attack you. So that, and it's got the little keychain on there, which is so nice so whether it's on your belt loop or your backpack or whatever it is. Let's see. Okay, Sherry's saying, when I was single many years ago, I used to buy pepper spray from the local police supply store and kept it in my pocket when I was walking to my car at night. Absolutely. Yes, I'm such a believer in pepper spray, just because I know it works, first of all, but also the peace of mind that it gives me and my family, knowing that I have it when I'm traveling, and my daughter, who she's in Hawaii right now, and anytime she travels, this goes with her. And so I'm just such a big believer in it. And I wanted to start off the show with this because I am such a believer. And Jen, can we put up the picture so you can see the other colors and the app a little bit? I think you have that one, maybe not. Anyway, it does come in some fun colors. It comes in a pink. It also comes in a mint green. There they are, the pink, the mint green, and the black. And you're getting a little tiny sneak peek of the app right there as well. So that is Plagium Pepper Spray, our first product. And Monica, hello, Monica. Monica's saying, I have daughters. This is a no-brainer. No-brainer. And if you're trying to think of those little gifts for kids that just graduated, going off to college, or not, just a little something to give someone, even though it's kind of an odd gift to give, it's not a glamorous gift to give, it's so thoughtful, because it is something that they will carry with them at all times. And who knows if it could save their life. And I started to say that if you were to have to use it, God forbid, and the police come and there is a police report taken for whatever happened, the company Plagium stands behind their product, and they will send you a new one with all you have to do is show proof of the police report, and they send you a new one, no charge. You don't even pay for shipping. So I thought that was really, really nice. Any questions on that? Oh, how do you purchase if you are on your phone? You can't take a picture of the QR code. So good question, Stacy. I'm like, who's asking that? So basically, when you're on your phone, you do need to have your phone to be able to do the QR code. I know it's a little convoluted, but it is the way it goes right now. Now, you can also go to the Grommet website, which is thegrommet.com, and you can look it up there, and you can upvote and purchase it directly right there. Oh, and we're getting a little tip from somebody who's on, and I believe that is one of our makers, who's saying you can screenshot. Yes, and that is another thing. You can screenshot and use that later also if you want to, and then you still just click on the QR code, even if it's not that live QR code. And tap the QR code in photos. Exactly. So once you've got that photo, you can still, those QR codes are still live, even though it is a photo. So good question, Stacy. I'm sure a lot of people, including my mom, who I think is on here, a lot of people are probably wondering that. Sometimes I take that for granted, but it's a great question. Okay, we are going to move on. And I do believe I saw the maker in the chat for this next product that I'm kind of obsessed with. And I'm so happy that I get to include it in this show because the more and more I think about it, the more I think this is such a college essential. To me, it's an essential for everybody. But when I think of my daughter going off to college and I think of all the different emotions that she's going to go through, and I think of her getting sick at college because she's, kind of wearing herself way too thin and maybe not getting enough sleep and all of those things, there is a product. Again, I have featured this one before. I was so glad to be able to bring it back. It's called Boost Patches. And when Greg and I first featured this, I had never heard of it before. In fact, I thought these were facial masks, if I'm being honest. So when it got sent to me, I was thinking I was putting it on my face, but it is not. These are topical patches that are infused with all natural not just botanicals, but all natural ingredients that are carefully selected to combat whatever it is that ails you. So when I first started with boost patches, I started with this one because I tend to have some difficulties with sleep. And I thought, well, this is going to be the first one, but they do have all different kinds. They've got Vibe. More recently, I've been using this one, which is Pain. You can see I'm using it because it's open. And there is Immunity, which when I think of my daughter being at college, she definitely is going to need this one. And then Recovery, in case out of nowhere she were to have something to drink. I'm sure she won't, but if she did, this is Recovery for the next day. And then Calm. My daughter definitely needs this one. She is one that does have that lovely anxiety and stress and all of that. And I know so many of our kids these days do. And so this is the calming patch. There is Energy, which I love a lot, and I'll tell you why shortly. But I'm going to start again with explaining it with sleep. Actually, because that one's not open, I'm going to show you one that's open. So basically, this was created by a husband and wife team, Jason and Dion, and I think Dion is in the chat. Or is this one all used up? And they are in the adhesive space. So they are experts in the adhesive space for all different kinds of products, usually medical grade products. And they came up with the idea because they know so much about it and they know how to use adhesive to infuse ingredients into the body as well. And so they came up with these patches. Inside each of the pouches is what you're seeing here. And this is basically 4 different patches that you just peel right off here. And you can put that really anywhere on your skin. I put them, and I think Dion recommends, there she is, yay, that you put them right here. And so I do that. And just like that. So, and it stays on. You can keep it on for up to 24 hours. One of the things I love the most about these is, first of all, that it's all natural. Second of all, that it is a slow release over time. So when I talked about that I really like the Energy one, I use that often in place of coffee or anything else that I might need as sort of a pick-me-up when I'm getting tired in the day. What I find with coffee and things like that, or energy drinks, is that it picks you up and then it crashes you down really quick. And that is not a fun roller coaster to be on. Whereas this is a timed, slow release of the ingredients in here throughout the day. And so I especially love that with Energy and also with Sleep. Now, Sleep is infused with melatonin, which we all know what melatonin does for sleep. It also has magnesium, and there's a lot of press right now about the sleep benefits of magnesium. And then it has calming lavender. So it's really all those natural things put into this patch. When you put it on at night, what I find personally is that it just kind of, almost immediately I feel peaceful. I feel like ready to kind of wind down. I don't know, that could be placebo, that element of it, but I do know that I fall asleep much faster. I stay asleep, and I believe that has to do with that slow and steady time release. Because when I used to take melatonin, it would put me to sleep, but then I'd wake up in the middle of the night, and I'd kind of think, am I going to go back to sleep? Should I take another one, or what should I do? With this, it keeps me asleep, and then the best part is when I wake up, I'm not groggy. I feel good. And so I love that. And then I take it off in the morning. I just keep that on when I'm sleeping. You could put it on when you take a nap, whatever. But if you're flying somewhere, and I just think of our kids in college and they need their sleep and they fight it and they want to stay up late and have fun and all of that. But to be able to have something that's all natural that really does work and help them get to sleep is just a win. So I love these products. One other thing I want to hit on that I didn't realize at first is another great benefit to these topical adhesives is the fact that you're bypassing your digestive system. So they start working very, very quickly, like within 15 to 20 minutes, whatever it is, whichever patch you're using, you will start to feel it working. And that is so nice because so many times you don't know when it's going to work, and depending on how much food you have in your system, it might work later or earlier. But this is bypasses digestion, goes right into your bloodstream. And so let's see, Ileana is on here saying those seem like a great thing to have for college. Absolutely. And this is another one where I didn't think of it at first, and then once it came to my mind, I went, this is just a no-brainer for college. Every one of these. Now, I mentioned pain. Right now, I've got a lot of back issues. You guys, most of you already know that. And part of it radiates to my hip. So I recently was really in a lot of pain on my hip. And I took one and I put it on there. And so that's what you do with the pain one, is you actually put it right where the pain is to combat that. And I forgot I put it on, but suddenly I realized my hip doesn't hurt anymore. So again, I don't know if it's placebo. I think Dion is in here and she will let us know that it is not. These are true ingredients that actually work. And in fact, the pain one has arnica, St. John's wort, white willow bark, ginger root, zinc, and other botanicals. So again, all natural. So as a mom, I feel great about that. And just to have this, if in fact, my daughter still gets what everyone calls growing pains, and she's 18 years old. But so that should work great for things like that while she's away. And that just makes me feel good to know that. Let's see. I'm confused about what's going on in the chat too, Jen. Something weird is happening. Anyway, Dion, thank you for being here. I love your product so much. As you know, I can scream about it from the rooftops all day long. The price you're seeing there, it is 20% discount with that Grommet upvote. So even if you're thinking about it down the road, and kind of a fun little stocking stuffer type fun gift to give to people as well. Any one of them, or they have combination packs, all kinds of options there. But the price that you're seeing there does come with 4 doses. So you're seeing 4 of the patches in each pack. So I'm in love with that one. What do you guys think? Let's see. Sherry's saying transdermal. I always forget to use that word. Transdermal is kind of the techie word to use. They are the best, and at first I thought, oh, is this, hocus pocus? But then I remembered, the morphine patches, the lidocaine patches, all of those are transdermal. And that's the business that Dion and her husband have been in for years. And so that's why they had the light bulb moment to start their own with all natural ingredients that the masses can use without a prescription, which is so nice. So well done. Okay, anyone that recently jumped on, I want to remind you guys we are doing 2 giveaways tonight, and they are going to be chosen by me as my favorite products of the show. I did not select them ahead. Usually I do, but I did not tonight. So I'm going to surprise myself with which ones I'm going to do. We're going to give one of them away and probably 2 more products, and then we're going to give another one away at the end. So if you have not already entered, Jen, can we put that QR code up one more time? I'm guessing it's going to go there. When she gets back, she will do, oh, there it is. So you're going to use that QR code to enter. And if you want a second chance, you want to double your chances inside the chat, just let us know which product you want to win, or just say, I want to double my chances, or say giveaway, say something that so Jen knows. And when we announce the winner, Jen will get in touch with you and send you the product that I'm giving away. Okay, moving on to the next product. This is quite different than the other 2, but to me, kind of more quintessential college essential. And when I say that, what I mean is what you think about when you're thinking of planning a dorm room. You want to get organized. You want it to look super cool. I mean, we're in the midst of that right now. My daughter's creating little wish lists, and they're all on Pinterest, finding little ideas for not only decorating, but it's interesting how the organizing is the bigger thing. They're finding all of these cool organizing solutions. And when I saw this on Grommet, I could not wait to feature it on this show because I can't think of anything more fitting. This is called the Desk Board. Am I saying it right? Desk Board Buddy Desk. Desk Board Buddy. This is so cool. So not only is it so sleek and modern and just, very slim silhouette, does not take up a whole lot of room, but it does a lot and it does it in such a beautiful way. So this is a kind of an all-in-one organizer. It's got internal storage. I'm going to open it up and show you right there. I've just got the dry erase markers in there, but there are different little compartments that you can use for everything from, gosh, whether it's tech accessories or maybe it's your sticky notes or staples, pencils, whatever it is, you can fit it all in there. And then when you close this, it goes away and you don't see all the mess, which is kind of nice. This version, they have different versions of it. This one has the built-in calculator, which I personally love. I hate having to, and sometimes I'm on my phone doing work and then I've got to get out of whatever I'm in and go to the calculator. I kind of love having just the old-fashioned calculator right there, easy to access. It's on that slope, which makes it so easy to use, and it is removable. So it comes with that, but this comes off, and you'll see more compartments for organization in there. It comes in black and white. And I'll show you a picture of the black shortly. I personally love just the clean, crisp look of the white. And up here, you've got a place to put your phone and a tablet. So you can be working away and have both of those here. You've got a spot for a pen or pencil or dry erase there. And then this here, not only does it look gorgeous, but what it is it is a dry erase board itself, but it is glass and it is scratch and stain resistant. So it's always going to look pristine. And for me, I'm someone that when I'm working, things pop into my head. And if you're anything like me, you can get distracted quickly and you go off on a tangent. Having this in front of me while I'm working, if something like that comes up, I can quickly jot it down there and I can go to it later, but it's out of my mind. I know I've written it down and it's there. So I can, go back to it whenever I want to. I'm going to show you, they sent me the pens with it, and I will tell you that the pens do not actually come with it. It is an extra accessory, but you may already have dry erased yourself. But, it just really cool colors, and they show up so nicely on the white. They show up really beautifully on the black as well. So just kind of a nice extra touch there. And what else? What else? Oh, the other thing I really love is they thought of everything with this. There is even a space for your keyboard cord. So many people like to put their keyboard right there and be working, and then you've got your dry erase there, you've got your calculator there. But this can also be used as a keyboard tray of sorts. So you can put your keyboard up here, and because it's got that perfect slant, it's sort of that perfect positioning to work on your keyboard. So either way. Let's see. I don't know why I keep getting these things popping up. Okay, let's see. We've got Jules on. Love your show and all you're doing for inventors. Oh, thank you so much. And Jules would like an extra giveaway. Jen, I'm sure you saw that. Let's see who else. I'm sure I'm missing so many chats tonight. I can already tell. Anyway, I love this. Jen, do we have the picture of the other? Actually, I'd love to show that little video that we have if that got uploaded, because it shows the functionality so perfectly. Not sure if that's in here. Let's see. There it is. How cool is that? So you've got your tablet, you've got your phone, opens, closes, you've got your whiteboard there. So sleek. Let me see that price again. I remember thinking it was a great price as well. Where is that? There it is. Okay. Yes, with that Grommet discount, it is less than $50, $47.60. That I believe is the one that does come with the calculator. And again, it's got that awesome dry erase, glass, scratch resistant, stain resistant. So this comes off really easily, as you can see with your little eraser there, and then it's just sleek and clean again. So super cool product. Love how kind of slim and clean, and you don't have all that gunk and clutter all over your desk. It keeps it all in that internal storage, and yet all those little brilliant light bulb moments that come into your head when you're working, you can put them down on your whiteboard and get to them later. So very well done, guys. Love it. Okay, moving on. Our next product, this is a fun one. And I'm going to touch on this rather quickly, but I just thought it was a lot of fun. And this is by a company that I adore. I have featured so many of their products. Greg and I have featured so many of their products here on Grommet. We love them all. Reviews on all their products are off the charts. You always know the quality is going to be incredible. And they always have such clever innovation to them. And so several of their products I could have featured on the show. This is a new one they have that they sent me. So I thought, well, this will be perfect. And this is it's by a company called Kelvin Tools. I don't believe they're able to be inside the chat tonight, but I think I can handle this one on my own. If anyone has any questions, you can ask me. But basically what it is it is a outlet, but it's more than an outlet. It is also an organizer, but you've got the single outlet back here. When you plug it in, you've expanded to 3 outlets. They call this pluggable art. So they have all different kinds of versions. This one is the white marble, kind of the very popular Carrara marble look, but so many different designs and colors and different things. I was hoping they would have collegiate decals or something that you could put on, which I'm sure you could just kind of on your own. But I don't think they've got that licensing yet. But just nice to have something that doesn't look so sort of utilitarian or commercial. So it's kind of a nice look. It gives you those 3 outlets. Then you've got the 2 USB cords here or ports here. And then up top here, this actually holds your phone while it's charging. And you're seeing that right there in the photo, just above the QR code. So I thought this was very cool. And again, I love the company. They do such an amazing job. They always stand behind their products in such a big way. I'm going to do a quick teeny tiny mention because this is, I wasn't planning on it, but I had it here. And I just gave one to my son who just moved into a new apartment, and my daughter's taking one with her as well. This is their retractor. And this is basically I think it's a 7-in-1 screwdriver. So it's got every screwdriver bit you can imagine. It's modeled after those old-fashioned Bic pens where it's got all the different colors in one. So whether you are, what am I doing here? So whether it's the Phillips head or the flat head or whatever, they're all in here, and you just push these buttons and it comes out here. So you don't have to keep track of a whole bunch. You don't have a big drawer filled with screwdrivers like I used to have. Instead, they're all in one. So I thought that was super cool. So that's just a quick mention. Was not in the show, but I love it too much not to mention it. Okay, we are going to move on to our next product, and then we are going to do a giveaway. So again, if you have not already entered, you definitely want to go ahead and do that. Okay, our next product is a very cool product. I actually have it charging behind me, so I'm going to grab it quickly here. This is called the Space Age Motion Sensor Nightlight. And I have been wanting to feature this for so long, and I'm so glad, but I pushed it off to the college one because I thought this was so fitting for college. Because what's so cool about this is, first of all, it is basically a damage-free light installation. So you are not putting even a nail in the wall to, you can see the light installed right there. It's very cool and modern looking. College kids will love the design. I've got the orange here, but it comes in all different colors. But all you do is it comes with an adhesive backing. You peel off the backing and basically it goes there. You can put a nail if you want, or you use the adhesive. So you're not getting dinged in the dorms when you move out and you've got the holes in the walls, or you've, God forbid, had to put electrical in to make a light work. This makes it so simple, it's kind of ridiculous. So you've got the adhesive back here. You're going to put it on the wall. Now, what's super cool is that this is a magnet, a built-in magnet. So here we have the light, and basically it attaches like that. And because it's a ball, you can turn it and shift it any which way you want. So it can be directional any which way. So you could even have, maybe you have a picture on the wall and you want to spotlight that. You could do that. Maybe it's Christmas time and you want to spotlight the star on the top of your tree. Or maybe it's college and they're studying at nighttime and they don't want to disturb their roommate. They can just turn it down right to, very directional to where they need it. So it turns every which way. Love the fact that it's a magnet, because if they need to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, or if you need to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and you have one of these, you can take this and have it light the way and then come back and put it back. So you don't have to use your phone like most of us do as we stumble trying to find our phone. We find it, then we got to find the flashlight, turn that on. No more. you've got this right by your bedside. You just pick it up, take it with you, and there you go. So I think this is such a clever design, so easy to use. It is motion sensor. So you can either use the motion sensor or not. So it'll turn on when you walk by or not. And it also does have a timer built in. So it's got a 45-minute timer. It also has dimmer functionality, which allows you to go from about 15%, so very low light, all the way up to 100%. So it's just going to be depending on how many times you press the button. So if you press it twice, you're going to get that 15%. Press it 3 times, you're going to get 50%. And then 4 times gives you 100%. So such a beautiful design. And yes, I know orange probably isn't the color that everybody would choose, but on a white wall, and especially if your college colors like UT Austin Longhorns is orange, then you will love this one, or Tennessee or whatever. But there's all different kinds of colors. Love the gray. The gray is very clean. And you're seeing that grommet price there, 20% discount, gets it just above $50. It's normally $65. So again, and to me, this is a really great gift to give too. I have trouble finding gifts to give guys. And I think whether it's a grown man or someone in college or high school or younger, a kid, going to the bathroom in the middle of the night, wanting to story time and all of that, such a great gift to give. So clever. So very well done, guys. And this is by In Special Home. And I'm not sure if they're here inside the chat or not. My chat went away. So I want to miss any. Okay. Love that, Stacy. Stacy just said it would be great for a baby's room. Perfect for a baby's room, especially if you're changing diapers in the middle of the night. If you can just have that over the diaper table, and because you can do that 15% dim, I remember trying not to even wake my baby when I would change the diapers. So that's a great idea. Let's see, cool light like the sensor option. Yes, that would be great in a guest room too. Absolutely. I just love that it's so movable. And if you were not to use the adhesive and you did choose to put just a small nail in the wall, then it could become movable, from room to room. If you have a guest over, you can, move it into the guest room. Can be just even a spotlight on the wall in a powder room. You walk in, the motion sensor turns it on. So many uses for it. When you hold it in your hand and you see it in person, you can feel the quality. It's really, really nice quality. So I highly recommend. There's the light in case anybody wanted to see that. There it is, a little brighter. Did I do 4 times? So you're seeing that dimming and going brighter. Anyway, really cool product. If you guys like this product, please give them a thumbs up or a high five or something fun in the chat. Let's get that chat going. And also, don't forget to grab that QR code so you can get that 20% off when you're ready. What kind of bulb is it? Stacy, you would ask me that. I do not know the kind of bulb, but it might be right here. Let me just see. I don't know that they know what kind of bulb it is, actually, because it's not on here either. So I can't answer that, but I will look it up and I will let you know when I do. So, but I love these questions, guys. This is what live shopping is all about. This is why I love live shopping. So much more fun than your traditional go to a website and see still pictures. You get to interact with each other, with the makers. You can ask any kind of questions. You want to see something up closer, you can tell me that and I will show you. So always super fun. Okay, we're going to do a giveaway. It is time. If you have not already entered, go ahead and enter. And if there's something that you have seen tonight that you're already loving, let me know what it is inside the chat, especially tonight, because I didn't already choose before the show. So let me know so I can take that into consideration. And I know we have a slight delay, so I'm going to wait a couple seconds. And let's see. Anybody chime in on what you'd like to win? Oh, we've got somebody wanting the pepper spray. That is a good want, I must say. That is a good one. Okay, let's see. Jen is sending me. Okay, I've got the first winner. The winner is inside the chat. I'm trying to see if the winner let me know what he or she wanted to win. Let's see. Oh, we've got another pepper spray. Okay, the winner is Elshanon. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I always get difficult names. Weschler. And he is inside the chat. congratulations. You are the winner of the Space Age Motion Light Sensor. You are going to love this. And I would love to know where you are going to be using it. What kind of use you would, or would you be gifting it to somebody? But I love this. And this is one that I don't think many people have seen before. I had never seen this before. And so I want to, oh, very, very excited, it sounds like. So I want more and more people to try it out and let us know what you think. If you love it as much as I do, this magnet is so strong. How great is that? And then you could take it anywhere. So cool. So let us know what you think. Jen is going to be getting in touch with you. You can let her know what color you want, and she will get that out to you right away. And he says, putting it in my room. I'm assuming that is a bedroom, but I don't know. Let us know if not. Okay, we are going to move on. The next product. This one, I know she's in the chat. Her name is Melissa Ralston, who created this, and she created this out of a need that she was having, as so many of us inventors do. It's usually because we need to solve a problem that we are having. And so she had a little one. I'm assuming that not so little anymore, but I know as a parent, I dealt with this all the time. Not being able to have that peaceful, dark nap time because of the light that comes through the windows. Even if you have blinds, even if you have curtains, there's always some light. Or maybe it's a room where you don't have that. So she and her husband tried all different ways. They even bought tinfoil and put tinfoil on the windows, trying to create a blackout moment for their child. And when she was not successful with that, she thought there has just got to be a better way. And so lo and behold, she came up with the product I'm about to show you. It is called Otter Space. I want to call it sort of on the go blackout shade, but really it could be, doesn't have to be on the go. It could be permanently in your room. But what's so clever about this, and the reason that I wanted to have it on tonight's show, because she really created it for her younger child. When I think of teenagers, at least my kids, they love a blackout shade. When we go to a hotel and there's those blackout drapes, they are in heaven. They love their sleep. They love the darkness. And so many times those college dorm rooms don't have anything even close to that. And some of them have shades, some of them have blinds, some all different. But chances are it is not blackout. And so when they need to get their sleep or take a nap in the middle of the day, take a break from studying, being able to have this product. First of all, I'm going to show you what it comes with. So this is the fabric, and I'm not sure if you can tell on camera, but this is majorly premium blackout material. This is a navy blue, but it is very thick. There is no light getting through this puppy. So you've got that. And then the magic is really in the innovation right here. And these are these magnetic blocks that are so smart, and they have adhesive on the back. So this peels off, and Melissa, you've got to correct me if I don't do this right. This can go on the metal that goes around the window frame. Okay, so then you're basically adding a magnet to the metal around the frame. Then this other part here is going to go on the back of let's see, am I going to do this right? The front of the fabric. And the magnet is so strong that it will automatically secure to the magnet on the other side. So it creates this perfect blackout customizable shade, because depending on how big your window is, you're going to put as many of these as you need around the window. And then you can, even though this might be bigger than you need, you can, always adjust it to the size of your window. And so whatever kind of window treatment is on that dorm room window, this is going to solve it. And it doesn't have to stay up. It's one of those things where at night, when they want to go to sleep or take a nap in the middle of the day, these magnets will be secured around, and then they can just put this up whenever they want to use it. So I just thought this was so, so clever. College kids always nap during the day. Great product. Yes, they do. Let's see. Please let us know what you think of it by posting. Yeah. Okay. Just want to make sure I'm not missing. Okay, great. So I just thought this was so clever. This is something they can keep this under their bed or in a drawer or whatever. And when they want that good night's sleep, when they want that pure blackness, they can have it. And this is just such a genius product for so many things. So whether you are someone with a new baby and you know really need to create that darkness either at home or on the go, but also even when you're traveling, you never know how that you know how good or not good curtains are going to be and the darkness is going to be. And so this is just a piece of material that can go with you, and these simple little magnetic blocks can go with you and can be put on any metal surface. So super, super clever and just such a great fit for college kids who are, you know, no one needs to nap more than them. I'll tell you. Let's see. Awesome product. I even like a dark room for sleeping. Oh gosh, I do too. So much. Melissa, thank you. I was forgetting the size. So they have 3 different sizes: 57, 78, and 91-inch length, and they are all 50 inches wide. So 3 different lengths, all 50 inches wide. And again, just depending on the size of the window, it doesn't have to be the perfect fit because it's the magnet and it's adjustable. So, but that gives you a good range right there for sure. So let's see, what else am I missing here? Awesome product, even like, okay. Any other questions? Because I know there's kind of a lot to this, and I want to make sure I didn't miss anything about how it works. Melissa, can you tell me how many of the magnets it comes with? I want to say it's four of these blocks. Am I right on that? Let me know inside the chat. And again, there's a little bit of a delay there, but I want to make sure I get that right. And I don't have them all up here with me. So let me know. And yeah, the color is blue. Yes, it does come with 4. So you're getting 4 of these magnetic blocks, and they work really good. Very, very strong. So excellent, excellent. And it is that dark, dark blue. It could almost pass for black. It's really very sophisticated looking, though. It's really beautiful, really pretty material. And again, it's sometimes so hard to see through there. Okay, we are going to move on because we still have Liana waiting inside our green room of sorts. And so we have 2 more products before we get to that. The next one is one that I fell in love with when we first featured it. It is so great. And one of the reasons I actually reached out to her directly and said, I have to have you on this show because I cannot send my daughter to college without your product. And her product is Pinch Me Therapy Dough. If anybody has used this before, please let us know inside the chat. And I know, I believe that she's here with us inside the chat. I thought I saw her earlier. I know I saw her earlier. Anyway, she is genius. She, as simple as it is. I mean, some of you might say, oh, it's Play-Doh or it's silly putty or whatever. Like, what's the big deal? This is not. This is again, I'm going to say silly putty and Play-Doh on steroids. And there is so much thought. And of course, I did not open this before I went live, so I'm going to have to do it while I'm kind of talking. But so much thought went into this therapy dough. She was on Shark Tank. I know that there was a bidding war going on, and I got to tell you, you were really good on Shark Tank. She ended up getting a deal. I think it was with Robert, if I remember correctly. I do think it was with Robert, but she was just, you know, she knew what she wanted and she stuck with it, and she got a good deal. And I don't know what ended up happening after that, but I do know that her company has taken off in such a big way. I'm so excited for her and so proud. So inside is a Play-Doh of sorts. Okay, I got it open. What's so clever about this is it's not, oh, look at how cute that is. So it actually has Pinch Me right there. You cannot wait to put your fingers in this. And what's amazing about it is it's not just the touch that makes this so fabulous, but she incorporates also scents, so smells. Each one has a unique smell that really kind of ignites the senses. So she's working on all different kind of touch points with this. So you're getting that tactile touch. You're getting the scent. This one is called Relief, and the scent is Rebalance, Restore, Refocus. What is the scent of this? It doesn't say on here. It probably says on the bottom. I don't know what it is, but it's really good. Every one of them. I can never decide which one I like the best. But it has the most wonderful feel to it. You don't want to stop playing with it. And there's just something that happens if you are stressed, if you have anxiety going a million miles a minute. When you start playing with this, it's incredible what happens, that you just, there's a distraction that happens. And I have a special needs child. Many of you know Colin. You've heard me talk about Colin. This has done wonders for Colin, who has quite a bit of anxiety and ADD. And when he grabs this, life just changes. It calms him in a way. It's that combination of the scent, it's that tactile feel, it's the kneading of the fingers, but it's also the colors that she uses. And so every color she's chosen was very thoughtfully chosen to relax. And that it does. And so each one is so pretty. This is sort of a light pink. And again, this is the relief. Right here, we've got happy. And this is more of a peach. And again, I don't know if I'm seeing the scents. Am I missing that? I don't know. I'm sure she's going to chime in. Relief is vanilla orange. Okay. And she did get the deal with Robert. Thank you for that. Let me know what happy scent is. And then this is one of my favorites. This is ocean. Really does just smell like the sea. And there's something to me that's so soothing about the ocean and water. So this has been a game changer for my son, Colin, but more so for my daughter, Courtney, who's getting ready to go to college. She and her friends, because I had it at the house because I was going to be featuring it a while back, whenever they walk in the door, they look for the pinch me and they just grab it and they just start playing and kneading and rubbing it on their legs, like kind of rolling it on their legs. They love it. And it soothes and it calms. And it's like, to me, it's magic in a jar. And I love it. I love having it out on my coffee table. I keep a couple of the containers so people can just grab it and start playing with it. It's wonderful. Lasts a long time. The scent lasts a long time. I was thinking the scent was going to be gone quickly. Not the case at all. Happy, she's saying, is a fruity blend with a cherry note. Okay. And I haven't done that one yet. And then this one here is Zen. And so let us know what Zen is. We know what ocean is. Again, how cute is that? Ooh, I really like that. That's that fruity blend. So great. So I just think a little something to send your kid to college with. If you don't already have Pinch Me Therapy dough, whether they have anxiety or stress or not, chances are when they get to college, they sure as heck are going to. And so having this on their desk, in their backpack. In fact, I say in their backpack, I had not seen this before. She sent this cute little keychain that has therapy dough inside that keychain. So that can just go on your kids or students or your backpack or your purse, and it's always there with you in a pinch, no pun intended. Powdery Woody is, which one is that? Is that the Zen? Is the Powdery Woody? I'm thinking. Anyway, and this is Ocean, this one here. So great. And you are getting, again, that 20% discount by using that QR code. So give her a thumbs up by upvoting. I love seeing our makers upvotes go up and up and up. That also signals to Grommet that it's a product people are loving, and they look for more and more opportunities to push it out there and get it seen and get it noticed. So I love that about Grommet, that they're always looking for ways to continue to bring eyeballs to new products. And this is not a new product. She's been doing it for quite a while, but she has perfected it. If you haven't tried it, please do. You are absolutely going to love it. Okay, one more product, and then we are bringing in Liana, who has another phenomenal product for college essentials. This one is a brand new product on Grommet. In fact, this one product of the week last week, this is a product, it is actually a phone power card, and it's called Batterix. So it comes in this little pouch, and basically it's just sort of that emergency charger that you can always have with you. And I think about how many times my daughter will call me from her friend's phone because she lost power. And I think of her going away to college and not knowing anybody and all of that. I love the idea of her having a bunch of these on hand. You can fit them in your wallet. They are so uber thin. What's so clever about these is they have on the back an adhesive right there. So it can actually mount to the back of your phone. It is compatible with both Android and iOS. So it's got that built-in charger right there. And then if you have iOS like I do, it has this little guy that attaches onto here to make it compatible for your iPhones. So clever. It has an 8-year shelf life. So that means when you're keeping it inside this packet, you can open this packet up 8 years from now, and it's still going to be ready to charge your phone. So this is, again, not just for college by any means. I mean, how many times are you left without a charge when you need it the most? So having this on hand is just a no-brainer, and it has excellent reviews, so I know they work well. And I love that it just sticks to the back of your phone, so you don't even know it's there, but yet you're getting your phone charged. So not a ton to say about that, but it's because it's such a simple solution to an everyday problem. So very simple, but so well done, so well executed. Just such a nice, very slim design, very lightweight. So it's just that kind of, when you need it, you're going to be glad it's in your wallet. You might forget it's even there and then go, oh my gosh, I have a charger. So it's not a big bulky charger that I've got a lot of those with those big cords everywhere. It's just very slim, sticks on the back, plugs right in, and gets that phone charging. Okay, I know we are right up against the hour, but I am just chomping at the bit to bring Leanna in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Would love you guys to give her a big, warm welcome inside the chat. This is one of my homies right here. Where is she? Let me get her on the screen. There she is.
Hi.
Hi. I got to see Leanna earlier today. We have a sort of women inventors mastermind of sorts, and we all get together and commiserate about challenges that we have and support each other and lift each other up and share ideas and just kind of brainstorm ways to make life easier as an entrepreneur and an inventor. And those who know Leanna will tell you one of the very best qualities. She has so many wonderful qualities, but she is someone that is so real and so honest and so authentic and just really shares what's going on in her life. And the product that she's about to introduce you to was born out of something that was very real going on in her life. And she has so openly shared about that, which I love because I know it helps so many other people and you inspire so many people. And when we were on this mastermind this morning, I was looking at her thinking, I can't believe I didn't think to put this on the college show because my daughter has got to have these in college. What Leanna has invented, and I'm going to have her walk you through exactly what it is, but it's called Took Take for those of you who have been living under a rock and don't know about it yet. And it is basically their label reminders to take your medicine or to remind you, did you already take it? How many times have you thought you took it, but you're not sure? So many uses for it. I'm going to let you take over and tell us exactly how it works and how this can benefit kids going off to college.
Yeah. So Tic Tac labels kind of 4 different styles, but the most popular one and the one I'd recommend for going to college, if your kids take a medicine or supplement or have anything they're supposed to do daily to make them feel better. And you get 4 of these little labels in every pack. So you'll get 4. If you take something once a day, it'll last you for 2 months. So they last for a long time. You have something twice a day, 1 month. And they're super easy to use. You just take the label, peel it off the little back, and then I'll demonstrate on like a medicine bottle. You just stick it on. Doesn't have to be straight. And then when you take your dose, you just pull off the little perforated tab, and the tabs have the days of the week on them. So you would just go down each day. So then if your kids are running around, college, you get up at different times every day. Your schedule's different every day. You can't necessarily keep track. So if you take it running out the door and then you get back to your dorm room and are like, I don't know if I took it, you can look and be like, oh, I did. So you don't risk taking them twice. Or if you didn't take it, the tab would still be there and you go, oh, I didn't take it. I know. So I gave these to my daughter when she went off to college so I wouldn't keep calling and saying, did you take your medicine? Did you take this? Or texting her. So, and she became the sticker girl. Like people come and be like, hey, I heard you have those stickers. So like just doling them out from her dorm room.
I can imagine. I mean, because and at that age they do tend to take, whether it's supplements or whether it's a medication for, whether it's skin condition, whatever it is.
Yeah.
They take and up until the time they go to college, they're used to mom or dad saying, time to take your medicine. Did you take your medicine? And then all of a sudden they're on their own and they have so much going on, especially that first year in college. Their minds are going a million miles a minute. And for me, just the peace of mind knowing that she's got that on those medicine bottles, she's actually going to take them. I can actually say, send me a picture of your Took Take so I know how we're doing.
Yeah, especially because I found like my daughter has a medicine she has to take every day. And in high school, we had more of a routine where, she'd get up and go to school. And in college, she had one class at 8 in the morning. Then the next day it was at 1 p.m. And so she didn't have that routine. And this really, really did help.
I can imagine. And I was saying to Leanna earlier this morning, these have been so helpful for my mom. And she has a bit of dementia, and it's gotten harder and harder for her to remember to take her medication or whether she already did take her medication. And these have just been a lifesaver. And Leanna, I know we don't have a ton of time, but I would love for you to tell us why you invented it and how it came about, because I do think your story is really an important element of your
Yeah,
product.
I invented them during my treatment for breast cancer. I was in treatment for a whole year. And during the chemotherapy part, I had like a dozen different things to keep track of, to manage all my side effects. And they were all on different schedules and all in different forms. A lot of them weren't pills. So we had a really hard time keeping track of them. So I started to make little labels out of sticky notes to help my family so they wouldn't be stressed and I wouldn't be uncomfortable longer than I needed to be. So we started to keep track. And by the end of a year of doing this, we had a great little system with 4 different kind of designs that helped us get through that year. And I realized that I still needed the daily ones because I still have something I have to take every day to help prevent my cancer from coming back. So I thought, hey, if they help me, maybe I could help a lot of other people too. And I try to keep them really reasonable so they're accessible to everyone. That price there's for the 3-pack. So you actually would get 3 packs of Tic Tacs of 12 labels, which would last you for, oh wait, now I need to do math. Like that would last you for like almost a year if you got a 3-pack of the daily label. So you're good if you have one thing you take, or if you have multiple things, a medication and a vitamin you want to keep track of.
Yeah. The other thing that we've loved using them for is pets, because in
We
my
have them
family,
for
it's always we're
too.
going, did you give her medicine? Did you? And instead now we can just look at the bottle and we know whether she's had her medicine or hasn't had her medicine. Yeah. Show us those real quick.
We have
And
the
just,
pet ones are on Grommet as well. They just launched last week on Grommet. Yeah, people love these, especially like we used to do that too, the texting each other back and forth. Did you do it? Did you do it? No
right.
more of that. Just look at the bottle, look at her little vitamins, and if we gave it to her.
Yes. No, it's such I love this product because it's so simple, but yet, and in this day and age when there's so much technology and everything needs to be an app and all of that, this doesn't. And yet it's probably, of all the different ways to remind yourself to take medications, and there's a lot of them, this is the most practical, functional way, and it actually works. That
And
I can.
if you do have a prescription, they recommend you keep it in the package it comes in. It keeps it safe. If anyone asks what it is, you have all the information. So just good all the way around.
It really is. It really is. Well done. Thank you, Leanna, for joining us so last minute, making this happen. I'm so glad that I got to
Thank
see
you.
you this morning, and that made me think about what a great product this is for college. So thank you for being here. And with that, we are going to do one more giveaway. So if anybody wants to chime in the chat, one last chance to let us know what you want to win. And I believe Jen actually is going to be sending me the winner right now. I'm going to tell you guys. Let's see. I'm going to tell you guys which product I'm giving away. Oh, this is a tough one. I think I'm going to give away Pinch Me Therapy Dough. I am just such a believer in this is for anyone and everyone, and it's such a treat to give yourself or your family or whatever. So I want as many people to have uh, a test of Pinch Me Therapy Dough, because I know you're going to be hooked for life when you do. So this next winner is going to be getting one of these bad boys of your choice, and the second winner may or may not be in the chat. I'm not sure, but it is Pat Church. So congratulations, Pat Church. You are the lucky winner of Pinch Me Therapy Dough. And again, our producer, Jen, will reach out to you, find out what kind you want, and get that out to you right away. So thank you to all of you who were able to join us tonight. This was a really fun show. So many makers in the chat, so many great questions, so much great interaction. So thank you guys for being here. And I hope you will join us again next week. Next week, Greg's going to be back with me. We are going to be featuring 7 new product launches on Grommet. I've seen several of them already, and they're fabulous. Really, really great. So definitely join us back. Same time, same place, not the same day. It's going to be on Wednesday, 6 o'clock on the West Coast, 9 o'clock on the East Coast. I will see you then.